as a black person should get away from white people. And we'll be right back after these messages.
Music teasing. Music teasing.
All right, man. Y'all know what it is. We here trying to, I ain't trying to tell you what to think. I'm trying to show you how to think. That's the reason why we bust down the articles the way that we do. And Shorty said, Robin DiAngelo advises people of color, aka black people, when they want to speak to black people without just saying black people as people of color, that we should get away from white people. Okay, all right. Well, Shorty, you say
All
we should
right.
you say we should get away from white people. Well, let's hear why you think we should get away from the white people.
And then I'm a big believer in affinity space and affinity work. And I think people of color need to get away from white people and
Hold
have
on, I thought it
some
was black
community
people.
with each other. And I'll let that go and maybe see if anyone else wants to pick it up.
So wait.
And then I'm a big believer in affinity space and affinity work. And I think people of color need to get away from white people and have some community with each other. And I'll
So do we need the white lady to tell us we need to get on code? Because that's what we've been telling y'all the whole time. We tell you that every episode that you need to get on code. Did she just tell black people that they need to be on code? Is y'all gonna listen because she said it now?
I don't know. I heard colored people, so I got confused. I stopped listening when she stopped talking about black people.
Well, you know that's what they it say people of color in the article.
Hold on, it
But-
say people of color in the article?
Yes.
I thought it said black people. Oh, so you talking about everybody should just leave white folk alone.
It said Robert DiAngelo, the author of the best-selling anti-racist book White Fragility, insists that racial minorities should separate themselves from white Americans. People of color need to get away from white people and have some community with each other. DiAngelo chuckled during a webinar entitled Racial Justice, The Next Frontier, hosted on March 1st. Later on the panel discussion, DiAngelo went on to suggest that people who do not concede to anti-racist teachings do not belong in modern workforce. In 2023, we have to see the ability to engage in our conversations with some nuance and some skill as a base qualification. And if you can't do that, then you're simply not qualified in today's workplace, DiAngelo said to a panel of diverse, equitable inclusion consultants, and nodded in agreement. What I want to create is a culture that actually spits out those who are resistant. There's a lot of trick words you're using here, sister. Yeah, I think it sounds like you're kind of trying to say something else. It says, once the obscure American academic rocketed to fame in recent years after coining the phrase white fragility, in 2011 to describe DiAngelo's own words, a state in which even a minimum amount of racial stress becomes intolerable, triggering a range of defensive moves from AKA PC people. Oxford Dictionary shortlist in the word in 2017. Following the year, DiAngelo wrote the book in the same name, which spent nearly 3 years on the New York Seller's Best list and became popular following the murder charge of George Floyd in 20. God, they just gonna, boy, you gonna.
Following the conviction of Derek Chavez.
Yeah.
Chauvin.
Yeah, they gonna George Floyd it out just from here till eternity. May 2020.
He Martin Luther King now.
Right. That's what they trying to do. During the same time, she began charging as much as 15,000 for a speaking engagement. So what? Among the book's most highlighted sections for readers, according to the Amazon, including the passages as such, people of color may also hold prejudice and discriminate against white people, but they lack the social and institutional power that transform their prejudice and discrimination into the racism. I,
Boom.
boom. I gotta agree with her there.
Boom.
She jumped off code right there, buddy, didn't she? She
That's because she want that 15,000 a speaking engagement again.
right. and the impact of their prejudice on whites is temporary and contextual. So yeah, calling y'all cracker and a couple little names saying mayo. Yeah, 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 yeah. It might be a little dig, but we ain't stopping y'all from
That's
doing
it.
nothing. Just
And she said contextual. So within context, we don't just say you're forever a cracker and a devil. No, you was being a cracker and you were being a devil.
right. It says it is white people's responsibility to be less fragile. People of color don't need to twist themselves into knots trying to navigate as painless as possible.
Oh, didn't we just get done talking about the snowflakes and how fragile they was, and the professor down there in Florida who wants to sue because he was being a dick, and then he got man. Anyways, we just
Yeah,
did that. Go look at that.
right.
Florida professor fired suing. Go look at it.
So, since White Fragility, DiAngelo has published a version of the book aimed at young adults, and more recently, a facilitator's guide for white affinity groups, exclusively aimed at coaching groups of white people through anti-racism training. Oh, she just trying to get the bag.
That's all. This was a ad. This was
And
an
you-
advertisement. And when she talked about they need to get their own groups and get their community, hold on, everybody else got that within the community, people of color. So
right.
that's why you should have just said black.
And another thing is, just because you say a couple true things doesn't mean that your whole thing ain't cloaked in anti-black racism
Of
and,
course.
and white supremacy. So still got the side eye on you, like what's his name? Tim Scott, or what's the name? I don't even know his what the white dude that was walking around saying all the little good shit, and but then end up just like old girl too, Jane Elliott.
Oh, what you talking about? Sean Price or whatever? Sean.
Him too. He went out. It was I forgot his name is Tim something. Tim something. I forgot his name, but he was saying some goodness. He was but then he got broke down. Who I think it was Jason Black or Professor Black Truth, one of the two. They broke it down. I mean, sometimes I would just be thinking like, man, where would we be without the new black media?
Mm,
Where would we be without the new black media, man?
mm.
What nobody talking like this 10 years ago. I wasn't talking
Uh,
like this 10 years ago. Nah, like, we wouldn't know, like black people, man. Jason Black always he say, we wasn't supposed to make it this far, fam. We were supposed to, be cool with Kamala Harris, the second coming of Obama. You know, we supposed to elect her in as president, sister girl with the chucks, right?
and the pearls.
And the pearls. We supposed to elect her in as president, and we see what she would have did. Now think if she was president,
No.
right? Think if she was president and not Biden. I mean,
I
Biden's
would
the
love to have that up right now.
oh what so you don't think I'm gonna just do just anything for black people? No, they don't know nothing about that. Go
They
look it
don't.
up if y'all don't believe it. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold you,
Matter of
but
fact, we did it on our channel, so you can look it up with us too.
yeah, we did that 50 million times. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code. And you know, I got 4 words for you. It is love with the peace and the blessings now. And aloha. And I'm out the doha for show high, brother. You already know how, brother. Can I get a
Brother
yeah?
Light Bright Supreme.
Big brother, light, bright, supreme. Can I get a yeah?